There's a quote by Kenji Miyazawa which says that we must embrace pain and burn it as fuel for our journey. And as Holy Cross's journey is almost at its end, the fuel behind each game burns stronger. The first of two consolation games, Holy Cross travels to Deptford to see the Spartans. With a lackluster performance in their penultimate game, the Lancers have but one more opportunity to prove the price they've paid has not been in vain. They return home one final time this calendar year. As they don their maroon uniforms, there's very much a finality in the air. But it's not just the final game for the players. Generations of families come to Riley Field every fall, and after tonight the 2021 season will be only mentioned in memory. But we'll save the poetry for after the game. There's business to take care of. The Rams of Riverside roll into Delran this Thursday evening as the two struggling schools look to battle it out. Every game, after the Lancers are done warming up, they make the walk back to the locker room. A calm before the storm, as Coach MADERIA gives his final preparations to the team before the game is played. Tonight, the Lancers instill their old tradition, having the underclassmen honor the seniors for their last game at Holy Cross.
Mixtape dropping soon, check it out. I'm on all platforms. All platforms. I'm about to crack. No slack. When I come out to this field, I'ma have that W on my back. Yo, listen up! When I say ready, I want 2 bass, 2 claps, and oh, ready! Oh! Yo, this is the last one for our seniors, yo. Let's go! When I say ready, I want 2 bass, 2 claps, and oh, ready! Oh! Yo, rock me! Hey, hey, hey!
Holy Cross gets the ball to start, and on their first play of the game, Ryan Elliott takes the ball to the house. The Lancers play with a fire and drive that they all knew they had, working on all cylinders.
People tell you, oh yeah, one day I want to have a restaurant. See, they're pretending they want to go into business for themselves. They're not serious. How can you tell, Les? Watch their actions. Watch what they're doing. The proof is in the pudding. So if you want to do something, if you thought about something you want to do, take it head on. Decide that you're going to start looking at it, start doing research on it, start tackling it, start becoming involved in whatever and wherever it might lead you to begin to explore the possibilities in that particular thing that you're seeking so that you can begin to learn all you can about it. Decide that you're going to face it, that whatever shortcomings you have, that you're going to strengthen yourself there. Whatever training that's required, that you're going to go get that training, that you're going to get started right now. George Washington Carver would say, do what you can, where you are, with what you have, and never be satisfied. S.B. Fuller used to say, and you heard Joe Dudley talk about, always strive to be more than that which you are. Yeah, don't get satisfied with yourself. Always know that wherever you are, you can enjoy more, that you deserve more. But most people, you know what they do? Most people go through life quietly and safely, tiptoeing to an early grave. Find out what it is you want and go after it as if your life depends on it. Why? Because it does.
I feel like week by week we all grew as football players and as a team. I think we had great perseverance throughout the season. Obviously, if you can see our record, not as many wins as we'd like, but after we lost, we would come back and get back to work the next week and just continue to persevere.
It definitely gave me a bond that it's never going to be broken. I mean, I've made best friends over this game. It's made me more mature, and I have to be responsible. And it just, like the younger guys, gave me like another little brother, in a sense that I got to do good for them.
My time as Lancer was short, came last year, but since then I feel like I've grown as a man, football player, and a teammate. I think I really became a better leader this year with helping everyone out, all the young guys. So overall, I achieved my personal goal, which was just to become a starter. And that's something I had to prove to myself. But I think we had a good year. I think a lot of improvements, figured out who a lot of people really are, who's going to stick with the program, who's not.
I've played a lot of sports. I've played tennis, basketball, baseball, swimming, all of them, and nothing was quite like football in terms of mental and physical toughness. You just have to have. You have to be ready knowing you're going to get hit every play. You got to be ready knowing it's going to be a battle every single play. And that's just something you can take to every other sport and just to life in general, knowing that you're going to have to go out and battle. And the toughness that was brought to me from football is something I think wouldn't have been brought to me otherwise. And you know, even though I was only out here for 5.5, 6 weeks, it really toughened me up in ways that I just couldn't have done otherwise.
Well, I think that, you know, we had a bunch of young kids coming in starting some of their first years ever playing football. I think the kids fought. I think we all fought together. I think some of the scores that were losses weren't really the actual scores. I feel like kids just get tired over time, not having that many subs to swap in and out. I think definitely off-season lifting is going to be big.
Good group of guys, a lot of kids that could play. Obviously, we had a winnable schedule, a lot of games, close games didn't come our way. We had good coaches, just not many kids, numbers were low. So when we got late in the games, when we needed plays being made, a lot of kids were tired and we couldn't get it done.
Well, I started playing football from where I'm from in Denmark. Like, we have club sports. We don't have high school sports. So I thought I'd come to the US and play some high school football. I mean, for the most part of it, it's just way higher level than we have in Denmark. Because it's such a competitive sport here. People just do it for fun in Denmark, but it's nice to see people take it serious here. I mean, it's probably been one of the most, I know our record wasn't that good this season, but it's probably been one of the most fun seasons, I think. I think the team chemistry, I feel like, was a bit rocky at the start, but towards the end, it was probably the most fun I had.
In the Lancers' last quarter together, they dominated, outplaying the Rams on both sides of the ball. Holy Cross had its first game on September 4th. Their first score of the season was a long run by Ryan Elliott. So it's only fitting that the last touchdown of this season is the same play by the same player in the same end zone. The Lancers season has come full circle. There's always a bittersweet bite to a crisp November's evening, a reminder of reality. See, we get caught up in this sport called football because it's an allegory for life. You begin, you struggle, you work at it, and you fail again. But eventually you'll get the hang of it. But you'll still have to persevere, knowing there's an easier road if you just give up. But you don't. And before you know it, it's over. But you look back on the good, the happy, the past. But the memories won't fade. They'll last.
Yeah, so I came in my freshman year, not really knowing much people on the football team. It was kind of my way of starting school. I got to meet all my friends that way. And I was really a shy person, so football really helped me get to know everybody at the school and get to make new friends coming in and out.
Of course, I'm going to miss my seniors. Built a great bond with a lot of them this year. Going to miss them a lot, but I'm excited to get back to work next year with the guys we have.
As the players walk off the field, they can hold their heads high, greeted by friends and family before the time has flown by. A lot can be said about this young group of men, but with all the victories and defeats, the time for playing is complete. The next chapter of their lives will soon begin. But occasionally when they think back to their time, I'm sure they'll definitely say that the work they put in was worth the price to pay.
To end the season against Riverside, it's a good win. I think we sent the seniors out the right way. Just happy for the kids. The last time they walked off our home field playing high school football, they got a win. So that felt very nice just for everybody in the organization, from the coaches to the booster club to the players. Everybody's been putting in a lot of time and effort this whole year. Like I said, it's almost a 6-month sport. So I was just very happy that with putting in that much time and that much effort, we were able to end it on a high note.
Cross on three, baby, I'll see it's 1, 2, 3.